welcome back to another episode of the Let's Talk Fabulous with Tamara show. And no, I am not Tamara Hunter. I'm your guest host, Kim O'Neill. But what?
Hello and happy Friendsgiving to you all.
Like this wasn't planned. Okay, we're so glad to have you here today, Tamara. Welcome to your own show.
Well, thank you. And everyone, how about it? Let's talk.
Ta-da! Here we all are. We are celebrating Friendsgiving today because, as most of you know, for those in the U.S., we just recently celebrated Thanksgiving. And not too long ago, our Canadian friends also celebrated their Thanksgiving. And isn't it always prime time to celebrate what we're grateful for? And of course, our very special friendship connections. And so today we have here lots of people who you might be familiar with, who are friends of the Let's Talk Fabulous with Tamara Hunter show, as well as cb4l.org and friends of friends. And we love it, love it, love it. So I'm so glad to have everyone here. And to our audience, so glad to have you here today. Please do let us know down in the chat, where you're joining us from today. How did you celebrate Thanksgiving? Let us know what's going on with you today. And so with that, I want to go straight to you. We're going to do some quick little introductions, but let's go straight to Tamara first because it's so awesome to see her today. Welcome, Tamara.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone that joins us and everybody that's been supporting this show. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our guest hosts that have been running as hosts, both Kim O'Neill and Barbara Beckley, and our production coordinator. Many of you know her. She is also our senior ambassador, Caroline Brown. I am so grateful for this team, and then all of those that are here with us on this panel, and all of you at home, all the studio audience, because it's you that makes this show special. And I want to continue to invite you to come and hang out with us because you're all fabulous. So thank you.
Absolutely. We are here today celebrating friendship, having fun, and in the spirit of being thankful and grateful for things. I want to say thank you again to everyone who's here. Let's go ahead and do a quick little introduction of who we have with us today. Barbara, I know we know you, but do you want to introduce yourselves?
Do I know me? No, I'm just kidding. My name is Barbara J. Beckley, and I'm the CEO of the Diamond Factor Network, and I'm also loving to be another guest host, part of Let's Talk Fabulous. So thank you so much for letting me be on. Now, do I introduce my friend, or do I wait?
Let's do it. You brought an awesome friend today. Yes, please introduce her.
Yes. So this wonderful friend, she's also my pastor. She knew I was going to say this. So I love it, love it, love it. And I just have to just say, for a person that's so supportive, trust her with all my life. She's accepted me for who I am. And just in a short point of time, I feel like I've been knowing her forever. And she's like a sister to me too. Kristina S. Shauntee.
Hey, everybody. Hey, I love you, Barbara.
Kristina, where are you joining us from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you. So glad to have you here.
Happy Thanksgiving to you all, and glad to be here.
Awesome. Nori, I'm going to throw you up. Tell everyone who you are, even though so many of us already know the fabulous Nori.
Thank you. I'm Nori Love, guys. I am a life doula, which means that I help you birth or transition into the next amazing version of you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Renee, we finally get to see more of Renee.
You see me as the intro gal here, the sidekick, and I'm actually here today, and I'm so grateful to be here. So I'm Renee Reisch, women's life and leadership coach, and best-selling author of Finding Your Voice, Unlock Your Chains, Unleash Your Greatness, and also founder of the Finding Your Voice Network. So I'm so grateful to be here with each and every one of you. I also have a magazine, Finding Your Voice Network magazine. So it's definitely an honor to be here amongst all my friends. Is more than just introducing the show, to be with you live today. So thankful to be here. And that's what it's about, having our friends here and sharing this Thanksgiving weekend together. So thank you so much.
And Renee, where are you joining us from today?
I am in Southern California.
Yay! Shout out to Southern California. Okay, and we have Coach Chuck Prinzen in the house. Welcome, Coach Chuck. Oh, you're muted. There we go.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to make a lot of noise. I'm surrounded by women. I got to be nice. So, hey, man, Charles Prinzen, a.k.a. Coach Chuck, your locker room coach in this game of life. Look, man, I am so...
Oh.
And I'm also grateful to be a ambassador to Chemo Buddies for Life, with another blessing of being able to host Aloha Fridays, which is coming up this December the 1st. Me and my beautiful sister Caroline will be there. So, and I'm coming to you, if you cannot tell, all the way from the west side of Oahu, the islands of Hawaii.
Awesome. So glad to have you here, Chuck. And let's hear from the fabulous Carolyn. Welcome, Carolyn.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Kim, for inviting me. I am the production coordinator for this fabulous show here. Also, I am the senior ambassador for Chemo Buddies, and I run the Friday night chat and any other chat that comes up on the holidays, like the one Barbara and I did on Thursday. We had a lot of fun. And I'm from Toronto, Canada. And Coach Chuck, I will not be doing December 1st with you. It'll be the lovely Barbara. Because I won't have any internet. I'm switching providers.
I love it. Well, it's. Are we missing someone? Do we have everyone here? I feel like all of a sudden we have everyone, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. Okay. Shout out to our live audience with us. We have in the chat, we have Kent Glade Swampy saying happy Friendsgiving. And of course we have Helene with us. Where is Helene? Helene, it says she is looking for her purple root beer. You we love you showing up, Helene. Thank you so much. And I also want to give a shout out to our friend Skip Thomas saying happy Friendsgiving weekend. And Tamara, is there a little special announcement?
Yes. You know, many of you know that we have the Tour of Love that will be coming. We are in production for it right now, pre-production. And Skip Thomas is the co-host for that show. But today, it's his birthday. Yes, we're saying happy birthday to you, our dear friend Skip. Happy birthday. So all of us want to welcome you and everybody out there. Welcome, and you are welcome to celebrate with us. And, you know, we call it that higher vibe of love. And so happy birthday, Skip.
Happy birthday, Skip.
Happy birthday.
Should we go ahead and sing? Let's sing. Sing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I sing, you know, those that have been in my car with me will say, you don't want
just act like Melly Vanelli. We'll do the rest.
There you go. I can do that. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy
birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to everybody.
Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Skip.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha. And Scooby-Doo on Channel 2. All of that neat stuff for you.
I'm going to extend that happy birthday, that beautiful happy birthday song that we just sang for everyone to anybody else selling a birthday right now, or simply maybe would like to be celebrated because maybe you haven't done much of that for yourself. So I'm going to extend that out to everyone. And yeah, Skip heard us. I love it. Awesome.
And
we were not auditioning, Skip.
I have to just ask, are those tears of what, Skip? You know, are you laughing?
Absolutely he is. You know he is. Glad we weren't auditioning.
Hey, you know, we got
Skip can sing. Skip can sing.
Yes.
Oh, I believe it. Okay, well, so y'all, we are here. We all know each other in various capacities. We've worked together and we see each other online and stuff. And I think it's wonderful to come together as a group. Just being able to have a community here on the show together. Why don't we take a few moments just to simply talk about, celebrating friendships and the value of friends in our life. And I'm going to say whatever comes to mind as you think about Friendsgiving and taking time to appreciate those you love at this time. Does anybody have anything they'd like to share?
I would love to.
Nori.
A lot of people know that I've stepped back. I took an intentional break just to get a new perspective on what I love and what I want to do. And during the 3 months, when I was kind of reviewing everything, I realized how incredibly important friends really, really are. That mutual respect and love and affection. And, when I'm with certain friends, I can't help but, I touch them. I hope my friends are touchy-feely because I can't help but, give that affection. And it made me realize what a blessing it is, as a lot of people in the world are drawing distinctions and drawing lines in the sand, here we are expanding our love, and expanding our willingness to share and make new friends. So I'm just so grateful, you guys. Thank you.
I agree. The value of the people you really feel that connection with, and taking time to spend time with them and to really just enjoy each other's company and time. And I totally get what you're saying, Nori. I have at times found myself being a little more touchy, and I'm like, oh gosh, I hope they're okay with that. But it's just like you're just making that physical connection, right? Just a tap on the shoulder or a hug, whatever it might be. Yeah. Anybody else have any thoughts about Friendsgiving and appreciation for friendships they'd like to share?
Well, I'm going to jump in there because I'm going to kind of sort of roll off of that one. Look, we all start a relationship with acquaintances. You become acquaintances. And then as you move on, you get to know each other, however it may be, and then you become friends. You see, I'm grateful for the friends that I have because those friends allow me to now build a stronger relationship with us and become family. And I feel that every single one of us here, Tamara, Caroline, Barbara, all of you know how I feel about Ohana. So it all starts with friends, and I'm grateful that I became all of your friends some time ago, and we still are going strong as family.
Absolutely. Family. I love that word.
Yeah, may I step in?
Yeah.
I would love to piggyback off of that because I feel the same way, Coach, and all of you that are here, all of you that come to the show, all of you that are buddies, all of you throughout the world that one way or another have touched all of us, the service heroes, those on the tour of love, all of us. This is a time right now unlike any other. We're all feeling it. You can look at what's happening with the frequencies of that are hitting our earth, and it's raising the vibration. And that raising the vibration, and they say that the ocean, that the tide that rises, that we as a boat, a family on this boat can rise together. And I feel that right now, globally, that's exactly what's happening. And we are preparing to go into a magical year. When you think of 2024 and you look at the numbers, you got two twos that make a 4. I mean, what's not magical about that? I'm looking at this next year that's coming up is going to be one that is going to be for the record books, and that we are literally going to be going out there together as family, as Ohana, and we are going to be affecting the world through healing through connections, and we are going to be helping to heal humanity, and we're doing that together. We've been together for so many years. All of you, I can look at you, and Kristina, you're newer, but yet I feel like I've known you for a long time. And then all of you that are out there, Shauntee and Helene and Skip, and all of you that will be watching live or in replay. And I want to invite you all to realize that we are all a family, and that we are going to be gathering together, and we are going to be hitting 2024 in such a way that that tour of love and raising the frequency through love, the healing through connections that's going to happen. Let me just say this word: miracles. I know.
So
they're on their
I'm
way.
sorry. I want to jump real quick. Real quick because Helena had put something up there, and she said, "I'm friends with myself," and that's where it starts.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be able to understand that everything comes through me. Everything that goes out comes from me. And so if you're not friends with yourself, you need to check it, because that's where it all starts. So right on, Helene. I got you, man. I got you.
Completely agree, Chuck. Yes, that's where it starts, for sure. Anybody else want to share some thoughts on friendship? Renee?
I will. I've known Tamara for so many years. We would, drive together to LA. She would call me up and say, get ready. I'll be there in an hour. I'm like, where are we going? It's really the meaning of friendship. It really surpasses the word, because it's about liking, loving, and trusting. Because I didn't even know what we were doing, where we were going, but Tamara was calling me and she was inviting me somewhere, and it didn't matter. Like, I knew all I needed to know is, what do I need to wear? And, is it something like, were they feeding us later? Do I need to bring something? Is it like, what do I need to do before you get here? It's not just wear this, do this. I'll be there in an hour. I'm like, okay, I'll be ready. And, we got home late, but we were there for each other. And when you have that connection with someone, you don't question it. You just go with it. And they say, go with the flow. And it really is. And that's what it's about. I love her dearly. She knows that, whether it's a day, a week, or month that we, speak in between, we're there. It's going to be at any minute. It's going to be picking up the conversation like it happened a minute ago. And that's what it is. And it's, you really have that love and trust with each other and for each other. And that's what it's about. You don't question it. You're just there. It's unconditional love.
That's exactly the phrase I was getting. Unconditional love. Yes. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, Kristina, I'm gonna go right to you. What does friendship mean and look like for you?
For me, first and foremost, I just have to say it's about my friendship first and foremost with God. Because having that intimate personal relationship with God, my relationship with God is going to reflect in my relationships that are God-ordained. And that's what's important for me first. I think of friendships. I think of Jonathan and David in the Bible. I know God ordains friendships, and when you are blessed to have those God ordained friendships, just blessing each other, loving on each other. Friendships are so important, just as Tamara was saying, as she was talking, it's like we wasn't created to do life alone. And God created us to have God-ordained friendships. And when I think about friendships, and I always say to my friends, what's the purpose of our friendship? How is our friendship helping to build the kingdom of God? And I'm not just saying that because I'm a pastor. I mean, literally, that's what I live, in your friendships. And it's those friendships of iron sharpening iron. Proverbs talks about iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens the face of his neighbor. And that's just through conversation. So for me, my beautiful friend on here, Barbara, that invited me to be on here, it's that conversation that you have with your friends. And when you leave that conversation, you feel stronger than you did before you got into the conversations. That's what I think about friendships, is how we sharpen each other. And Tamara, I feel like I know you too, sis.
Right? Piggybacking off of that is that unconditional love of the earth, that we have within this family that is called our human existence. Because truly, that's what we are. We're family. And when we have that connection, and I can say that with everyone here, every single person that I see on this screen, I can remember the very first time I ever saw you. I can remember our very first experience. I can remember how special it was, each one of you, and each one of the names that I'm seeing coming up right now. I can think about that too. Now, isn't that what it's all about when we think about that getting together at that Thanksgiving meal or the friendship gatherings? And and yeah, you see all the holiday movies of the families that are a bit dysfunctional and how funny it can be, and I'm sure many have stories from even this year, but it's still getting together, because underneath it all, it's that unconditional family love. It's that meeting of the mind that you're important. We may have our differences, and that's okay, because in the end, love wins, right? In the end, love wins.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Barbara, tell us your thoughts.
Oh, yes. So I wanted to jump off of what a lot of people are saying about trust and support and acceptance. So I really want to get into when you can really trust a person. Because usually, I mean, just for myself, I'm just going to put it out there. Family for me, my intimate, like friend, real family, I'm not really too close to. And, that happens. It's just part of life sometimes in certain people. So, and I'm an only child, so I don't have no sisters and brothers. So I really count on the true, and I'm saying true friendship of people when I can trust them and I know that they're supporting me. And the biggest thing, they accept me for who I am. That to me is huge. So you need to be yourself. When you can be yourself with somebody and really just have that conversation where you know that if I tell Kim something or Christine or Coach Chuck or anybody here and they're not going to tell anybody, to me, that's totally huge, because that means that you're trusting my heart, you're trusting my soul, and you're trusting my friendship. So that's what I look at with true friendship.
Okay, hold up. This is a...
Kim, you are so funny.
I like that.
That was a mic drop. Holding each other's heart. I mean, that's a powerful statement, and I think that's another beautiful way to sum it up. Unconditional love, holding each other's heart. That matters. That is so important. So yeah, thank you. That was beautiful, Barbara. Thank you for all that. Carolyn, how about you? Friendships. What does it mean for you? What comes up?
For me, friendship is understanding someone's past, believing in them, and believing in their future, and also accepting them just for who they are.
Yeah. I love it. And so, okay, we're going to move right along into another fabulous video that our producer Barbara has created for us. Thank you for that, Barbara. Absolutely. And, I want to take a moment to highlight some of our friends in the chat again. And I'm going to just highlight some comments again. We have Skip Thomas saying, "You are all proof. The best way to have a friend is to be one." And I think that's such a powerful statement right there, right? That kind of goes back to that connection with, I'm going to say, like Kristina was saying, connection with God first or connection with self first. To me, there is actually a crossover in there. And I love that. And we also have here Helene simply acknowledging, thank you, Nori, love, for your smile. You shine your smile with us. And we have Kent Swampy also saying, remember, the swamp supports you. And we appreciate all of you out there today. So thank you for being here. Well, yeah.
Kim, I have something on my mind. I was kind of thinking out loud and jotting some notes down, trying to figure out what friendship really was to me, and its connection and mutual respect and affection and trust and support and shared experiences, companionship, a sense of understanding. That's all great. But what came to mind after I looked at all of that, holding each other's heart, is that all of those qualities are dynamic. And sometimes one or two of them may be missing, or sometimes there may be a gap of time in between the time that we have companionship. And the beautiful part of friendship is that if anything is missing, or if there is time put in, in a gap kind of sense, it doesn't affect the friendship. That's real friendship,
Yes.
Like if somebody's not feeling good, and maybe they're not the loving, sweet person that you know them as, and you give them that grace, and
Yes.
that's friendship, right? That kind of rides the waves, with that dynamic process.
Yeah, that's such a good point, Nori. I completely agree, right? Those bonds that kind of, could possibly stay with us for a lifetime or just many, many years. And so special. I can think of the people who, in fact, I've had some friends recently who we kind of went our own ways last decade. And then we recently were reconnecting, and it's that special vibe and flow is still there. Sure, we're catching up on the details of each other's lives, but like that love, that care, that getting each other, that sense of like, oh, this is so refreshing to just be with you again and get each other. And like, it's wonderful. I think friendships, as wonderful as they are, this is a worthy conversation, because it could be so easy to just overlook them in a way too, right? When something is so good and so going well, it's easy to like, oh, let that be off in the background. But it's important to pay attention to these things, because what we nurture, we then continue to grow, and helps feed the relationship so that they can continue to be that amazing, 10 years from now or whatever. And hope that made sense.
So, let's still got that friend word in here. Let's consider this. Being a friend, a true friend, is not looking for anything in return. Okay? You do it from the kindness and the love of your heart, with not expecting anything in return, even love, because you will give what you receive. And if you share the love, if you share the friendship, and people truly believe in you, as I believe in all of you on this panel, then that's where that energy starts to flow in. You start now from the the beginning of your friendship or acquaintance onto like
that's like a mic drop.
but he's not my brother. But I've known him since 1972. He's my brother, and it all started playing football on a field in 1972, getting to know each other, and then growing that friendship. And yes, even in God's eyes and God's heart, every single day, because we are blessed every day.
Love it.
I wanted to say something real quick. I love how we're all expressing the characteristics of friendship and, just looking at the qualities of people. But I also, just to put out there, because it's there, you have to make sure that you understand those characteristics. So when people come in your life that might not be that friend or might be toxic in your life, to say, wait a minute, hold up. This is not, and it's okay to do that, because you need to protect yourself when it comes to that. I'm not saying not to just don't trust anybody, but these are some of the similarities that we're talking about: the trust, the support, the acceptance. loving each other's soul and heart, and being able to, if I don't see you in 2 years, I see you again, and we're just like locked in as friends again. But if it's the opposite of all that in people that you meet, you got to make sure to tell yourself, well, this might be too toxic. You know, you can
Yeah.
give some grace. There's grace for some things, then there's total toxicity. That's like, no, it's not working.
Well, I got a funny on that. Finding friendship is like fishing. If you don't like what you catch and release.
That's good.
Well, it's like with anything, right? When you, and this goes to law of attraction, folks, you know, it's like when you experience what you don't want, it helps you be more informed and have clarity on what you do want, right? And so it can be a good experience for anybody who maybe hasn't yet identified those characteristics of a friendship that they really like. When you experience something that you're like, oh, this is not good. This is not a good harmonized relationship, right? Then you learn like, okay, no, this is what's important to me in my relationships. And then you get to have, healthier, more balanced, more harmonized connections, and even greater appreciation, right? For all the people that come your way that are aligned with you. And so what a wonderful gift that is.
And then sometimes certain people come in your life in certain seasons. I mean, some people might be with you forever. Some people might be just for a certain particular time and what you're dealing with. And some people, it's just a quick moment. So you have to understand that part too, because I have held on. I'm going to put myself out there. I held on to somebody, I thought it was a friend for life, and come to find out they should have been let go a while ago. But at the time when it was a need, it was needed at that time. But I kind of looked at it as I thought it was more, and it wasn't supposed to be. And that's okay, because they come sometimes in seasons.
Barbara, that's such a good point.
I asked, sorry to step on your words, Nori. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying to Barbara, that's such a good point. By the way, Nori spelled backwards is iron. Just saying. But to piggyback
Nice. Horrible.
I was thinking about David Deida, this guru for relationships back in the day when I was trying to figure out romantic relationships, which I still don't think I have. But nonetheless, I apply it to friendship. And in his world, 1 + 1 = 3. And the two people make the relationship. The relationship is the third. And in my mind, I always see each person like with a watering can, each watering the relationship, you know? And then if somebody doesn't want to carry the watering can, you know, to the third anymore, like Barbara was saying, well, then, you know, it's time for us to just maybe let the plant go, right?
Kim, you know, I wanted to share something in that, kind of summing up what I'm hearing here, and something that Skip also mentioned about a walkabout, you know, because let's see, what did he say? Where is it?
Right there.
That you never give up on many walkabouts, and what that kind of means for anybody that doesn't understand is that there could be those times in between that you have those friendships, and we all have those. And a song came to my mind because when I was a kid, one of my dearest friends, who is still one of my dearest friends, this was our song. You know, you did that back in the day when you were young, right? And it's You've Got a Friend. And just a few of the lyrics here is, when you're down and troubled and you need a loving care and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know where I am. I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. You've got a friend. And I'm thinking, okay, this sums it up in so many ways in my mind, because it can be winter, spring, summer, fall. It can be yesterday, tomorrow. It can be 10 years from now. It can be decades ago. Yet when you really have that connection, that friend, it can be after, you know, many walkabouts, that it can be, okay, I'll be there in an hour, and okay, co-pilot, let's do this. It can be that all we have to do, though, when we're having those moments in time, and we all have them, and going into the holidays, sometimes we have them even more, that we're feeling maybe all alone, or we're kind of questioning this, or it's like, okay, why is my wallet not going as far now when I go somewhere? You know, I'm struggling, and then we take that breath. And I just want us to remember that we have those friends, that in those times that we can close our eyes and we can think of them, and soon they will be there. And I'll tell you, it even happens with the winged ones, our winged buddies.
Yes.
And right? Why? Because especially during the holidays. Today is what, the 26th. In 4 days from now, I celebrate my mother's 6th year of gaining her wings. And this week we had another one in our family, and I know others have too, that gained their wings. And, you know, that happens. And yet we can close our eyes and think of them. And soon they will be there. We can call upon their spirit. And that's one of the things I want to say when I think about being thankful and grateful during a holiday season such as this. I want to say thank you to all of my friends that I can call upon them here on this earth, or possibly with wings, and know they will be there because they are my friends, and they know I'll be there too for them.
You know, we said we were going to roll off of this, and I got to roll off of that. I have to, because it just came through me. That song I dedicated to my baby in 1972, Catherine Kahala Mapawana Momiko O'o Kelly. And we separated as teenage parents, went our different ways, marriages, divorces, whatever. 33 years later, she wrote me a letter. How she got my address, I have no idea. She wrote me a letter and said that our daughter needed her father. And we got back together after 33 years. We were together 16 years until she gathered her wings 2 years ago, Christmas Eve. So you got a friend, we'll always have a friend. And sometimes, like Tamara said, or we just put it out there, that sometimes they're like in kind of sort of hibernation. That's what life does. That's life. Okay? That's our journey. We didn't ask for our journey, but we go through our journey with the blessings that we get from our God. And God gave me a second opportunity to be a friend, because I wasn't as a teenager, but he knew it, and he gave me that opportunity. When she wrote me that letter, we reconnected our friendship.
That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Chuck. I completely agree. I call on my, angels, my loved ones on the other side. Okay, I want to go back to the song that Tamara was quoting for us. I love that. I think we're all familiar with that. I think Dionne Warwick song. I think that's who sings it, right? It's one of.
I sing that all the time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's not too little of, right? Or just too little of, right?
Well, who here used that song as like their friendship song with a certain friend? Are many of us? Did we all? Just two of us? Okay, yeah, it was a good song.
I just go on Facebook and sing it all the time.
There you go.
Well, okay, we're going to take a quick little break. We are not done with the show. We thank so many of you for being here with us. But we're going to take a quick break to just remind everyone about the Tour of Love.
The word is out. The Tour of Love show is coming back.
Let me tell you, with our amazing reach and the success with our international audience, E360 TV is excited to have us back.
And boy, could the world use some higher vibes now.
Today, more than ever, people are feeling the pain. They're feeling like, what is going on, and love can absolutely change the world.
Raising the frequency through love.
Oh, hi, I'm Fran Kaplan, the Guinness Book of World Records fastest talking female in the world. I also hold 9 world records. I did a book signing top of Kilimanjaro down by the wreck site of the Titanic. I've written 22 books. I'm a comic. I do a lot of things. But the thing that I'm really excited about now is that I am joining the Tour of Love. And I am going to be joining it with a lot of talented people.
It's that energy that connects us to dreams, our imagination, our faith. It's about being love connected. It's joy, love, laughter. It's the love in finding our purpose and why we're here at this time. It's finding the love along the journey, trusting the destination will be determined by each step.
I mean, my philosophy is live every day as if it's your last, and one day you'll be right. You know?
If you're ready to join us on this journey, well, the time is now, and the need is now. It's time for the Tour of Love show.
You know, I want to recognize and Skip possibly, Christopher Kaysen, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Skip, possibly you can let us know who the artist is, and that's a custom song. That's a song that was written for the Tour of Love. It's the first draft of it, and that is going to be our theme song for the show. And then, of course, we have some big announcements are coming for Tour of Love here soon, and could be coming to maybe even a city near you. Wink, wink. So, but that song is, you know, I want to say thank you to those that are producing it, and I'm real excited about what is coming next. So, Skip, if you want to give the credit where credit is due, would love for you to do that. Yeah, Tony Anthony, yes, best friend in Arkansas, and just to let you know that there are many that will be joining the Tour of Love, and names that you guys know and dearly love in our community and throughout the world, popular names, exciting stuff. So thank you, Skip, for answering that question.
Very cool. And that's a great song, Tamara. I love knowing that it's a custom song. I didn't know that before.
Yeah. Was cool. Designed for us. Skip, put in the order, and there you go. Yeah. He's very on the creative, cool. Creative Circle, the twin. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, so something, I said today was going to be just like a fun, informal show. We're including all of it today. Something I love to do, for those that are familiar with me, is I like to pull random messages as inspired, divinely guided messages. And so I wanted to open that up to our, those friends who are with us today here on the show, as well as the audience. If just to do a quick pull of some inspirational messages and quotes. And so I have 4 friendship books here with me, and would someone like to give me a number 1 through 4, and we'll see what inspired quote wants to come through? Play with me. Kristina, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3.
Okay. 3? No,
3.
Kristina's. Okay.
4.
I think Kristina had 4, right? Okay.
Yeah, 4.
Yep.
Okay, so randomly choosing a quote from here. This book is To a Friend, Sunny Thoughts for Monday Moods. And let's see here. Okay, we have quote number 37, in case that means anything to anybody. It says, standing on the seashore, watching the waves break, I feel the tide of exhilaration sweeping over me, lifting my spirits, freshening my outlook, and soothing my mind with wave after wave of good feeling. I get a sense that this is a quote for, someone who might be feeling like they don't have many friends right now, but being able to connect with nature. I think someone mentioned that earlier about connecting with nature, connecting with spirit, with God, and knowing that you are not alone on your journey, and you are absolutely loved and seen. That's what I would say. I don't know. That's what came through there. Someone have a 3? Someone gave a 3?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Caroline did. And so did Helene.
Okay. 3. So we've got this book, Friendship. Okay, what inspired message wants to come through? Ooh, this is good. Okay, this is an unknown quote, very short. It says, "Love is blind, but friendship closes its eyes." I love that. I've never heard that before. Love is blind, but friendship closes its eyes. We have a 2. We have a 2. Okay, we're just going to kind of go through them all. I love it. Thanks for giving me the numbers, y'all. Okay, this one is the joyous gift of friendship. The joyous gift of friendship. And I'm feeling, yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, this one says, those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. And that's a quote by Sir James M. Barrie. I'm going to read that again. Those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. So basically what we give to others, we give to ourselves. I love that. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for playing along with me. Anybody here have any favorite friendship quotes or I don't know, books or anything that comes to mind? Nori?
I do actually, and it came to me today when I was doing a little research. It's just a quick little poem.
Yeah.
Okay. In friendship's embrace, hearts entwine, a bond that gives a love divine.
You can hear that one.
Laughter's joy.
Nori, we need you to start over again. We can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Was I muted?
No, you disappeared, but we could kind of hear your voice.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll stay right here.
Okay, perfect.
In friendship's embrace, hearts entwine, a bond that grows a love divine. Through laughter's joy and tears we share, true friends a treasure beyond compare. Through life's journey, hand in hand, a steadfast bond, a promise to understand. In shadows dark or sunlight's gleam, friendships glow, a timeless dream.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Nori. What's that from? Is that in a book?
It was an unknown author.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
It's a good one. You ready? Lean on me. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Anybody know the rest of it?
You just
drawing a blank now. I don't know, but yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. Renee, what were you going to say?
There's actually the quote that I used it's the first chapter of my book. It's about my best friend, but it says, cherish your human connections, your relationships with friends and family. That's a quote by Barbara Bush. And I used it for my first chapter of my book because it really resonated with me. And that's how important friendships are. When you have them, it's about respect. And as I said earlier, and I will continue to say, it's unconditional love. Just being you is always going to be good enough. Not having to be something for somebody else. Just being you.
Yeah.
And being accepted for just being you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Carolyn, we haven't heard from you in a bit. What's coming up for you throughout today's conversation? Carolyn?
She's thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm happy to be here.
That's what I'm getting.
But I'm just listening to all the love.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I knowing you as well as I do, the thing I was just
going through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you see that face, sorry to step on your words, but I just want to add to what Caroline is saying because I work with her so much. And when I see that face, just that face right now, when you called upon her and then she gave that smile, that smile is saying everything, even through her smile, that's coming through. And so I wanted to recognize that in you, Caroline, and say that, thank you for sharing that love with all of us as much as you do.
Yeah, no, I'm just feeling all the love that's going on today.
Mm-hmm.
I was just actually looking in my phone book.
I want to piggyback off all of that. So I want to say thank you to each of you, everyone who is here on the show and everyone who is joining us today. for simply even engaging and being present in this conversation. And I mean that because, we have different friends serve different purposes in our lives, right? But we can't have all the same conversations with all of our friends necessarily. And doesn't mean we love them any less or anything at all. But I just want to say I love meaningful conversations and being able to flow with it and fun and all of this. And so just from the bottom of my heart, I want to simply say thank you to everyone today, because not everyone in my life is able to have these kinds of conversations. So I am grateful for each of you. Thank you.
We love you, Kim.
We love you, Kim. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you. And I'm going to throw it over to Kristina, because we want to hear more from Kristina as well. Kristina, share more of your thoughts, beautiful thoughts about friendship and love and what's coming up for you.
Well, first of all, Chuck got that song in my head. I keep on singing, we all need somebody. So Chuck, thanks a lot for putting that. When somebody sings a song and then you just keep singing it over and over. But when I think about friendship, I'm listening to what everyone is saying. The thing about friendship also is knowing when to just hold space for your friend. Sometimes when it's nothing to say, but just be there and hold space for them. Barbara talked about knowing when something becomes toxic. That comes to also where we just have to discern and know who is our God-ordained friendships. I just believe every relationship serves a purpose. And for me, it's that purpose in which God has called you to. So me and my girlfriends, I've been blessed to have 2 girlfriends that we've been lifelong friends. Our mothers knew each other when they were carrying us, and we're now getting ready to enter into our 50s, and we're still best friends. And we've been through seasons together. And you have to allow your friendship to grow as you grow and mature as you mature. When you know it's that lifelong friendship, you have to cultivate it. You have to water it. When those weeds get in those friendships, that's when you have to be woman to woman, man to man, whoever you're in that friendship with, and be able to communicate. No corrupt communication. Then when one is sad and someone just needs you to be there and just hold space. Miss Nori said, give grace. There's been so many things dropped today in friendships. It still just comes down to knowing those God-ordained friendships and realizing, knowing that they're gifts. And how are you stewarding that gift that God gave you in that friendship?
Okay, here we go. You dropped a few.
Hey, it's live.
Okay, so we're not done with the show yet, but we are nearing the end. So I want to give all of our friends here today on screen a heads up that as we near the end of the show, we're not going to quite do final thoughts because I think we're going to start to run out of time. But I want to give you a heads up. We're going to do final word. What's one word that comes to mind that you would like to leave our audience with today? Just think about it now. And we're going to take a quick moment to acknowledge that coming up in a couple of days, today we're recording on November 26th, and in a couple of days on the 28th, it is Giving Tuesday. So let's just take a moment to acknowledge that. Thank you for that beautiful video, Barbara, and good reminder. I love how there's right, there's all these different holidays that come up as we near towards the end of the year, and Giving Tuesday is probably well, not the only one that talks about connection. I mean, Small Business Saturday, that's about really recognizing, right, the businesses that you want to support and making that connection and giving your love there. But then Tuesday, really giving to charities and things like that, organizations that use some additional support, not a traditional business. Does anybody have any plans or anything special they do for Giving Tuesday?
Well, let me just say, I think some of you here are probably saying, I'm grateful that Tamara didn't do a 36 or 48 hour nonstop event on Giving Tuesday. That's you guys would all be like, if I remember a few years that we've done that, it was like sweaty bullets on it's Sunday. We're so many hours down. So I want to say thank you to everyone that's always done so much for those on Giving Tuesday.
No, that's a good reminder. And for anybody who's not familiar with what Tamara's talking about, she's talking about the Tour of Love. That was a 36-hour marathon where Tamara was literally awake and on screen for 36 hours, having amazing conversations with all sorts of guests, some of them here today. And she did that a few years in a row, and who knows what's to come still.
Yeah, and may I say, Barbara was on screen or in the background that full 36 hours with me, every single hour for 2 years in a row. And Kim, you also were there.
Yeah.
And Caroline, I mean, and Chuck and Skip, and we have so many. So
and people can find
We
the replays
are
of that
family.
on YouTube. What was that, Chuck?
We are family.
Oh, wow.
I got all my sisters and me.
Hey.
You know, recognizing Christopher for the loss, and so many have gained their wings this week. So anybody that's been, you want to send the love.
Yeah.
That, you know what, we're nearing the end of today's show. Thank you for acknowledging that. And hearts go out to you, Christopher, and anybody else dealing with loss right now. I'm going to throw one more thing in. Let's go around and let's say one word that you want to leave everyone with and one thing that you're thankful for. So just 2 words, one word you want to leave everyone with and one thing you're thankful for. And I'm going to immediately go to Barbara, who's right next to me. Oh, other way. Barbara, how about you? What are your 2 words?
2 words, loyalty. And I'm thankful for Tamara and this whole show because it's given me so much guidance and help and more skills. So I'm thankful for that today.
Awesome. Kristina, what are your 2 words? Oh, you're muted.
I'm sorry, I was muted. My word is love. Love,
Awesome.
love, being rooted and grounded in the love of God. And I just want to leave with this. Friendship is also having a no judgment zone. That's what me and my friends always remind each other.
Okay, we're in the last minute. Everybody, anybody have a word you want to just throw out and announce? Tamara.
Credibility.
Go to Chuck, go to Renee.
Renee.
Grateful.
Grateful. Tamara, what's your word?
Carolyn. I want Caroline. She had one.
Carolyn.
Okay, well, mine, miracles and healing.
Peacefulness.
Peacefulness.
Credibility. Awesome. Credibility in my life. Credibility. Okay. And grateful for my life.
Awesome. And Nori?
Sweetness.
Oh, love
What about you, Kim?
I'm going to say worthiness, and I'm going to go right back to Kristina's of love. Love that. Thank you all for being here with us today. We so appreciate and value you. And I hope that you are taking time to love yourself, reach out to those that you love, and wishing you all the best. Have an amazing, wonderful day, everybody.
I want to say thank you for joining us today and welcome you back next Sunday as we once again are joined by a panel of subject matter experts that will explore and focus in on our fabulous lives. Until next Sunday.